William Miller did the math, and he concluded that the 2300-day prophecy of Daniel 8:14 would bring us to October 22, 1844. That's when the sanctuary would be cleansed. Can you imagine the look on Miller's face when he concluded that Jesus would come on October 22, 1844? Now, you might be wondering, how in the world did he interpret all of this to mean that Jesus would come on that date? I mean, after all, the Bible is clear. No one knows the day nor the hour when Jesus would return. Well, I guess Miller missed that part. So how did he come to that conclusion? Well, he came to that conclusion because back in the early 1800s, the common belief was that the sanctuary of Daniel chapter 8 was the earth. They hadn't received the truth yet that Jesus was in heaven and that he was currently ministering in the heavenly sanctuary. Now, you and I know that the cleansing of the sanctuary referred to a new phase of Christ's ministry. In this new ministry, Christ would go over the books in heaven to see whose names, were written in the Lamb's book of life. This is the pre-Advent judgment, and it was a work that had to take place before Jesus would come. You and I know this, but William Miller hadn't received that truth yet. So based on the information that they had at the time, Miller concluded that Jesus was going to come very soon to cleanse the earth. He looks up at his calendar and he did the math. Only this time his math led him to conclude that the world as they knew it would end in about 25 years. If you believed with an absolute certainty that Jesus was going to come in 25 years, how do you think that would impact your life? What would you do with that information? At first, Miller didn't know what else to do but pray. And as he prayed, he heard a voice that said, "Go tell it to the world." That idea scared him, but he knew he had to tell somebody, so here's what he said. "Lord, if you want me to share this message, then you send the invitations to speak, and I will share what I learned." No sooner was he done praying, but the invitations to speak started to pour in. William Miller had a mission. Go tell it to the world, and tell it to the world is exactly what he did. Well, that was our nugget for today. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you tomorrow.